Boychuk stepped up on Dubois. Boychuk hammers it home!
What's up, season ticket members? Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with Johnny Boychuk. Johnny, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So what's been going on? What are you up to? Where are you? I can see you're outside. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, and just back home in Edmonton. Just been working out, riding the bike, going for family walks, helping out with schooling, and a lot of cleaning and laundry.
Laundry, how are you at laundry?
I slack a lot.
Well, what types of outdoor activities? It looks like you have a good setup out there.
We usually go for like a bike ride. Everybody knows how to ride their bike except for the little one, and we have one of those carriages that strap onto the bike, so it's pretty good actually.
So it looks warm there now, but when you got there, was there snow on the ground?
Yeah, there was snow for 2 weeks when we first got back, and luckily for us, there's a hill right at the edge of our property that goes right into the river valley. It's not too steep, but the kids got to go down there, and it was pretty fast, to be honest with you. And it was the first time we've been tobogganing as a family, but I haven't been tobogganing in probably 20 years. So it was fun to do that with the kids, and I think they'll remember it for sure.
But did you do that a lot when you were growing up there?
Yeah, we used to use the GT snow racers, and used to go down, and there was a golf course right in the river valley that you can start from the top of the hill, and people would make jumps at the end, and if you went off those, there's a good chance you'd probably get hurt.
Well, that's funny. I grew up also sledding on a golf course near my house. And the worst is when you didn't know there was a jump at the end, and you only find out when you're like midair.
Yeah, and then you're like flying halfway, like.
Your thought process is like, this is not going to end like it started fine.
No.
This is not going to end well, and I can't help that.
No, it never ends well when you're midair and you just realized it.
And you said you're teaching a lot. I know that you and your wife are switching on and off what subjects you teach. What do you think is your strongest subject to teach? What do you think you could maybe use improvement on?
Probably English I can improve on, but math is a strong subject for me. But I usually get up in the morning and get them all set up, and then go work out, and the wife comes downstairs and handles the schooling, but then I'll try to help out afterwards.
And what's it been like? You guys don't normally get this opportunity to be at home so much with training and traveling. What's it like to be at home this often?
It's not too bad actually. We have a good setup here, and we have a good setup in New York as well before we left. So it's pretty good actually. So just been trying to keep in shape and be ready to go.
Well, I know a lot of players are trying to use this time beneficially because it is rare to have this time, especially players who maybe are recovering from an injury. And before the pause, you suffered an eye injury. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's been pretty good actually. Right at the beginning it was tough, but after, being off for this long, it's been healing quite well, and I can see pretty good.
Well, and I know you mentioned home workouts already. What does a Boychuk home workout look like?
Well, it's just like you can do your own plyos, you can ride the bike. We have a couple weights here, so it's beneficial to have that, because if you're working out just with body weights, it's kind of tough to, do different exercises, or, you stick to the same routine. But with having weights, it helps out by doing different exercises that you couldn't do with just body weight.
Well, I'm happy to hear you're on the mend, you're staying in shape, and this is your 13th season in the NHL. So you are a veteran on the team. How are you dealing with the uncertainties that everyone is experiencing right now, both professionally and personally?
It's different because usually we would still be back in New York with the kids in school. They probably wouldn't be done until the end of June, I'm guessing, because this is their first year that they're in school. But we would still be there. But it's pretty good. You get to enjoy your family. You get to spend a lot of time with them, do things that you normally wouldn't. when you should be playing hockey.
And how are you staying? I know you're staying physically fit. What are you doing to stay mentally fit? You know, the season could resume, and you have to be in game shape. What are you telling yourself?
Just keep working hard, like do as much as you can, with not leaving the kids at home. So, it's good to have the kids because they like to go for bike rides, and so it's easy that way. But I also have to do stuff on my own, just because I can't really be in game shape doing a kid's bike ride.
Well, I'm sure chasing them around, honestly, is your cardio. But I watched an interview you did 2 weeks ago, and they asked about your favorite dessert. You said it was a popsicle, and a popsicle is essentially the salad of desserts. So I was hoping to play just a little quiz with you. I'm going to ask you if you like these decadent desserts, which I consider desserts. Just say yes if you like them and no if you don't. Sound good?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Chocolate cake.
No.
Okay, we're off to a rocky start. Ice cream sundae.
I do, but it doesn't like me.
I think that's really fair, and a lot of people understand that. Chocolate chip cookies.
They're good if you have something with the chocolate chip cookies, like a glass of milk or like whipped cream or ice cream. But then again, it doesn't like me. So
How about beaver tails?
beaver tails. Oh, those are are they like donuts?
They're like the fried dough, and you can put pretty much any topping you want on it, and they call it a beaver tail because it just looks like the shape of one.
Okay, I would probably cut it into 1/4 and have that.
Okay. How about lemon meringue pie?
Yes,
Okay, there you go. Ukrainian honey cake.
it is good, but there's a lot of calories.
Okay, that's not the question. You don't have to worry about that in this game. What about carrot cake?
Yes,
What about brownies?
sometimes
How about Nanaimo bars?
they are good.
Is that your favorite so far?
No,
What's your favorite so far?
lemon meringue.
Oh, okay. What about pecan pie?
Yes,
What about Saskatoon berry pie?
yes,
Cheesecake.
sometimes.
I knew we were going to lose it on that one. You pretty much only like the desserts with the fruit in it, which I think says a lot about your popsicle response.
Yeah, popsicle.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. Appreciate it. Have fun with your kids, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
No, thanks very much for having me.